Hello everyone, it's Kieran Burke here from Between the Stripes TV, and I'm delighted to say the Between the Stripes TV cameras have been invited here today to the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium for the annual Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes competition. A huge day ahead here to mark obviously the life of a great Irish footballer and obviously a great Derry man in Ryan McBride, and to raise much needed funds for his fantastic foundation which aims to bring football to the young children of Derry and the surrounding areas. What you're going to see today on today's episode here, we're going to have match highlights. There's 4 fantastic teams here today to mark this event. We have a Celtic side, a PFAI side, we have a Derry City side, and we have a Czech Republic side here as well, and some Czech Republic TV crews around as well to capture this today. So that's really good to see, because this event really does deserve more coverage, and with this being the second edition of the competition, I'm sure it's going to grow year on year, and that's what we're here to do today, to try and promote this great event. So we'll have match highlights, we'll have exclusive interviews with the big names, the PFAI side, the likes of Killian Brennan, Declan Fabio O'Brien, Longford Town's own assistant Dara Doyle, so we'll speak to all of them. The Derry City side today, who won the competition last year, they're managed by Stephen Kenny this year, so big pressure on Stephen Kenny to retain that trophy, but if anyone knows anything about retaining titles, it's Stephen Kenny, so that'll be very, very interesting. Paddy McCore is on that side, Kevin McHugh, Peter Hutton. There's some great names here today on all the sides. Sylvan Petrov on the Celtic side as well, so we're going to try and get as many big name interviews as we can, and then later on tonight we've also been invited to the Gala ball tonight, so we'll try and get some footage from that too. That's been headlined by a Q&A session with the likes of Stephen Kenny, Stephen O'Donnell, Joey and Doe. It's just a great day out really, so we're delighted to be here. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this far and wide, and we will speak to you later on. This year's Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes competition got underway with the Oxford Bulls taking on a Celtic selection. The Oxford Bulls are a local team in Derry that give children with autism the opportunity to play football. I spoke to their manager Kevin Morrison before the opening game of this year's tournament, and he told me how a tweet from James McLean got the ball rolling for the Oxford Bulls. So Kevin Morrison joins me here. He's involved with the Oxford Bulls team, and we're going to learn a little bit about them now and the work they do. Tell us about the Oxford Bulls.
Well, the Oxford Bulls started as a project with a local Foyle Down Syndrome Trust charity to give our boys a wee bit of football experience. They were going into school and hearing their friends playing at the matches at the weekend, and our boys weren't getting that opportunity, so a group of parents got together and we started training on a Sunday. After about a year we were starting to really, starting to make kind of strides, but we couldn't get anybody to play a match, and we put a wee post out on social media, and James McLean of all people stepped up and said he would bring a team down to play us.
Brilliant.
So I videoed it on the day and put it on our Facebook page, and to say it went viral was just, it went absolutely crazy, and we started getting requests and offers of matches from pretty much everywhere, across Europe, across Ireland. So after that, then local football team called Oxford United got involved. They provided us with coaches, got us a kit, and from then on it's just gone crazy, and they're getting better and better.
Well, you have more than just a little game today. You're going to be taking on the Celtics legend side. That's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, the boys are really looking forward to it. My boy's been up since 7 o'clock this morning with his full kit on, shin pads and everything, ready to go. So they cannot wait. They've been really looking forward to this for the past couple of weeks. And I don't fancy Celtic's chances, to be honest.
No, I don't. I couldn't help myself. I got out on the pitch here just to record a little intro, and the lads went by me there, and I said, I'm going to go out and have a little play on the pitch, and whipped in a couple of crosses there, and I tell you, they finished them.
Oh, they definitely, they work hard, and the coaches have them working hard too, and we're trying to get them a wee bit of discipline there. We're using red and yellow cards and stuff like that, so to give them the full range of experience of the football match. And then with a wee tournament coming up now in a couple of weeks' time, we play in disability tournaments mainly. Lots of local clubs come along now and give us a wee challenge match every so often, just your mainstream clubs. So it's all good, and our boys have become like kind of mini celebrities in this part of the world as well. We were just up in the players' lounge there, and it was like paparazzi time, for our boys. No one was interested in the Celtic or the Derry players or the League Ireland players. It was all about the Oxford Bulls. So
yeah, that's how I have to say. That's how I became aware of the Oxford Bulls. I just seen some of the stuff on social media and the clips, and it's absolutely fantastic. And one thing in Irish football we see, there's a big problem at a lot of clubs. There's a disconnect between the local clubs and the League of Ireland side. That's certainly not the case. Seems to be a great relationship between yourself and Derry City here.
We've always had a great relationship. I'm a fan since they came back into football in '85. I do photographs for them as well on a voluntary basis. us, and they've always been so supportive of everything we do. Kenny Shields was down with us last year. He brought a few players down. The Ryan McBride Foundation are also fantastic supporters of the Bulls. They brought a team down. Derry City were down recently again with our boys for a fundraising event. We had a wee penalty shootout against them and stuff. So they've always had a good connection with the community. The club at the minute is really flying with regards to community involvement, and it's brilliant to see. They're working with schools. They're working with disability groups. They had Destined, another disability group, here last week as mascots. So the club has really got its act together in that respect.
Well, Kevin, thanks for speaking to us. Celtic, watch out, because as I said, they're hitting the back of the net for fun in their warm-up here, so it should be a great game to open up to today's events. And Kevin, we'll probably speak to you later on.
Thanks a million.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
The Oxford Bulls got the full match day experience as they took to the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium pitch. And it seems the Bulls' pre-match huddle inspired a wonderful performance from the local side. Missed chances were the story of the opening minutes as Celtic keeper Rob Douglas denied the Bulls an early lead. However, Douglas was soon left red-faced as Bull striker Keegan Taylor audaciously chipped the former Scotland international not once but twice. Paddy McCourt's magic feat was even been brushed aside by the bullish Oxford defence. And it was game over for Celtic when Taylor completed his hat-trick, turning home a rebounded spot kick. What a performance from Kevin Morrison's team, who stole the show on Sunday at the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium. The group stages of the Ryan McBride Soccer Sixes competition then got underway as Derry City FC kicked off the tournament, hosting a Czech Republic side full of international stars. Derry City got the tournament underway from the kick-off. However, the Czech soon started to assert their dominance in this game, and a fine save from O'Neill there denied the visitors an early lead before the ball was eventually cleared away for a corner. 1995 FAI Cup winner Dermot O'Neill was a busy man in the Derry goals as he once again denied the Czechs. And those O'Neill saves proved vital as Derry took the lead through a great team move. Stephen O'Flynn, the man to put the ball to the back of the net for the opening goal of the 2019 Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes tournament. That goal from O'Flynn seemed to spurn the Czechs into action as they hit the crossbar soon after. From a well-worked goal kick, Derry should have gone 2-0 up with this one. But the ball just went wide of the far post. With time running out, the Czech Republic were desperate for an equaliser, and that was leaving them vulnerable on the break. But again, their goalkeeper kept them in the game. Frustration was starting to set in now for the Czechs as they blazed well over the bar with this chance. That was before O'Neill once again denied the Europeans. There's no doubt about the man of the match in this one, as once again O'Neill, with the save there, before this mazy run almost brought around an equaliser. But that was to be the end of the action in the opening game of the 2019 Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes as Derry City claimed a fantastic 1-0 win. Up next was a big tasty fixture. It was Celtic FC against the PFAI side. The PFAI side went into the competition as favourites, with names such as Stephen O'Donnell, Gary McCabe, Joseph N'Doh and Declan Fabio O'Brien all lining out for the team in blue, who almost took the lead here through Fabio. Former Drogheda striker Fabio O'Brien was the main threat in this game, and he really should have scored here with this header after a great cross from former Longford Town defender Conor Powell. Douglas, fresh from that defeat against the Oxford Bulls, pulled off a fine save here to deny Longford Town assistant manager Dara Doyle. Stephen O'Donnell is certainly a man who knows how to win trophies, as he offered his tactical analysis on a tight opening game. League of Ireland legend Joey N'Doh was one of the star attractions of the day, as he went close with this curling effort. It took a while for the opening goal to come, but when it did, it was well worth it. Individual magic there from Gary McCabe to give the PFAI team a 1-0 lead over Celtic. It had been a quiet game so far for Aaron Shanahan, but he was called into action here. And it was the Athlone goalkeeping coach that started the winning move for the PFAI team, as Dara Doyle went on a long busting run to score the match-winning goal. That superb run by Doyle clearly took its toll, as he voluntarily made his way to the sideline. Full time, Celtic 0, PFAI 2. After the game, I spoke to goal scorer Dara Doyle. Manager joins me here now. Dara, you got yourself a goal and an assist in the opening 2 games.
Yeah, no, we've had a really good start for our side, and like I say, we hung in there and got a 2-2 draw in the last game. So, I mean, it's a great day and a great occasion, and we're delighted to come up here for the Ryan McBride Foundation. We have a really good squad up this time, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the day, the remaining game we have in the group. And listen, it'd be nice to get a result there and go on to the final.
Yeah, so. I can tell you're talking about what a nice day it is and everything, but I can tell by looking at you want to win this, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you still always have that in, that when you're playing football, whether you're 21 or 31 or 41 or 51, it doesn't really leave you when you finish playing. Once you're out on that pitch, you still want to win. It's still not nice getting bet.
By yourself, I don't think there's too many 51-year-olds in that PFAI side. Very young players, only recently retired. I mean, the likes of Gary McCabe, that goal he scored there, he should still be playing League of Ireland football, really, shouldn't he?
Yeah, Gary's a player I played with at Bray Wanderers, and Gary's a player of a massive potential and massive ability. And it's criminal, really, that he's not playing at the level that he should be playing at. He has enough to be still playing at the Premier level in League of Ireland. It's obviously circumstances have dictated, maybe in his life or whatever, that he's not. But like I say, Gary's a great lad, and he obviously has other things going on. And I mean, he's had a good League of Ireland career. It's just a pity, like you say, that he's not still at the age that he is, unfortunately.
As you said, a great occasion here. We have the Derry and Celtic and the Czech Republic side going on behind us here. Great turnout, and it's just been a great day, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It always helps when the weather's decent like it is today. It's great to see so many players from Celtic, and you've got a number of Czech Republic internationals out there, and some legends that have played for Derry over the years, including some players. You look at our team, you see players like Joseph N'Doh, one of the legends of the league, and Declan O'Brien, who's had one of the highest goal scorers. There's a number of really good players around our team that have all the accolades you can think of in the League of Ireland. And I mean, it's a great occasion, and it's great that something like this has been done, and great for the community here in Derry.
And great to see Stephen Kenny here over the Derry side as well, the Republic of Ireland 21 manager, next Republic of Ireland manager, so it just really helps the event a lot, doesn't it?
No, it does massively, and it's great, and it just shows the time that Stephen obviously has for the people up here in Derry, and the many years that he's turned up today for the occasion. And listen, it's great to see him here.
Thanks for speaking to me, and we'll chat to you later on.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
So I'm delighted to say Orla Ward from O'Neill Sports joins me here now on the pitch at the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium. Orla, I have to say I love all the kit that's been put on by O'Neill's today. You must be proud to be able to sponsor an event like this.
Very proud, and it's great to be part of such a great day for the foundation.
And how much work has gone into setting up this today?
There's been a lot of planning, working with the McBride Foundation in the run up to the event, but it's been really good fun as well, because it's all about sport, it's all about families getting out and enjoying the day, and it's great to be part of all that. That's what we're committed to.
Yeah, and there's a lovely turnout here today, and of course the weather has really helped, and it's just been a great event all day so far, hasn't it?
And the players are such good fun to work with. They've enjoyed seeing the kits when they come in, get set up, and it's a real professional feel about the day.
And of course there's going to be an auction on all the kits after this. Who do you fancy for maybe the highest bid? Paddy McCourt got to be up there with a show, hasn't he?
Bound to be. Local teams will be. Players important.
And who do you fancy for winning out the competition? The PFAI team look strong, don't they?
The PFAI team are looking very good at this stage, so good to see.
Well, thanks for joining us, Orla, and congratulations on putting on a great event so far. As I said, the kit looks absolutely fantastic, so that's brilliant.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
League League of Ireland legend and Celtic player today, Paddy McCourt, joins me now on Between the Stripes TV. Paddy, difficult start for yourselves.
Aye, look, our average age is probably a lot higher than the two teams we've played, so it certainly showed there. We missed a lot of chances. If you don't put the ball in the net, you're going to be up against it.
We've got the PFAI team and the Czechs going behind us there now. That's a big game, isn't it? The PFAI team, they've looked good so far.
Aye, to be fair, you know, the Czech team, I think they play in a lot of these tournaments. You can tell they're used to it, and the PFAI team have a lot of players that were still playing us right up to October past there, so you know the fitness is certainly showing.
Look, it's always nice to win these things, but at the end of the day, it's all about the Ryan McBride Foundation. A fantastic day out so far. Great to see such a good turnout. I'm sure you lads love being a part of it too.
Aye, look, it's great to be involved. You know, Ryan's obviously a legend of Derry City Football Club, and you know it's good to see that the people of the town have come out and supported the organisation. And it's you know, we're only playing a small part by turning up here. The hours of preparation, they try and get someone like this going. You know, I've been speaking to Gareth McKay, who's been the driving force behind it, and you know there's been hours and hours and days of preparation to get everyone here, and you know, as I say, good that people have come out and supported it.
And finally, obviously, you're new into the club here in your new role. How's it going so far? And a great start to the season for Declan Devine and the lads.
It's going well. You know, it's early days. It's a long process. You know, of what we're trying to set up here. So it's very early days, but it's been a good start, and I've learned a lot. And as you say, the first team are going well also. So no, it's a good place to be at the moment.
Obviously, your job involves a lot of working with the community and other teams in the community. How good was it to see the Oxford Bulls out on the pitch earlier on? I know you scored a couple of goals in that one, but I think they gave you a fair run around, didn't they?
They're brilliant. You know, some of them come up to training every now and again, and you know we've got they know quite a few of them. So it's a special day for them also to be out in the Brandywell pitch and again showing their support to the Ryan McBride Foundation.
Paddy, thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, cheers.
Back to the action on the field of play now as the Czech Republic took on the PFAI side. And it was a fine save from Aaron Shanahan early on. Sadly, an informed Shanahan couldn't even deny the Czech Republic. They were on fire in this game as they put 5 past the former League of Ireland goalkeeper. Awarded 2 penalties late on. The first one scored by Stephen O'Donnell before Gary McKay put this one to the back of the net. But it wasn't to be enough as the PFAI team, the favourites for the competition, were eliminated. McCourt would need to be on his best form if he was going to get his Celtic side into the final as they took on Derry City in the final game of the group stages. However, the defending champions were hungry to retain their crown and they took the lead with a stunning volley. The Candy Strike's hunger was there for all to see as they went 2-0 up. Derry were blitzing their opponents on the counter-attack and they killed the game off with this one, despite a fine initial save from Douglas. A late Paddy McCourt led Celtic revival wasn't enough as Derry ran out 6-3 winners to book a place in the final against the Czech Republic. Could the Candy Stripes reclaim their crown? So it all came down to this: Derry City against Czech Republic in the 2019 final of the Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes tournament. With the likes of Eddie McCallion, Peter Hutton, Barry Malloy, Kevin McHugh and Kevin Deary among others in the Derry side, they were favourites for this final and they almost took the lead early on. However, the home fans were soon silenced. A wonderful strike, the goal of the day, to give Czech Republic a 1-0 lead in the final. With manager Stephen Kenny looking on, Derry were desperate to get back into this one, and they almost did, but a fingertip save onto the post denied the Candy Stripes an equaliser in the final. With the trophy on the line, temper started to fray, but the referee took control of this situation. And perhaps arguing with the match officials took away some concentration for the Czech Republic as Derry scored this fantastic equaliser. Derry threw everything they had going forward to try and win this game in normal time, but that left them exposed at the back. A crucial miss from Czech Republic. Would that have a telling tale in the result of this final? But just when extra time looked like a certainty, this happened. An unbelievable strike to give the Czechs a late lead in the final. Could Derry respond? Were they about to lose their trophy? Indeed they were, as the Ryan McBride Trophy heads to Europe. So that brings about the end of this year's Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes, and the trophy is going to Europe. It's going to the Czech Republic. They've beaten Derry City 2-1 in a very exciting final. It's been a fantastic day out. A massive thank you to the Ryan McBride Foundation for hosting us here today. It's been an absolute honour to be here for this event and speak to some great names. And it's not over yet. We're going to head off now a little while to the City Hotel in Derry, and we're going to bring you hopefully some footage from the Gala ball tonight, which, as I said earlier, it's headlined by a Q&A session with Stephen Kenny, Stephen O'Donnell and Joey and Doan, among others. So hopefully we'll get some more interviews throughout the rest of the day, and you'll see them here on Between the Stripes TV. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave us some feedback on today's events. We're on Twitter @Between Stripes, and we're on Facebook.com/Between the Stripes, and we're also on BetweenTheStripes.ie. So the evening began with a number of tributes to Ryan McBride played on a big screen in the City Hotel, and we're going to bring you some footage of those clips now.
You know, he was just a very, very committed centre back, very commanding, really unbelievably athletic, swashbuckling type, for very made diving headers and really spectacular challenges, and that endeared him to his supporters, because supporters can really relate to that in a major way, and he was nearly every supporter's favourite player. He played in the League Cup final in Cork that year, and in 2011, and won the League Cup in Turner's Cross, and then went on to win the FA Cup in the Aviva Stadium under Declan Devine. And he was just a great person. That's what he was, a leader of men.
As a player, he epitomised everything I look for in a player. He was a leader, he was a man. Tactically, he was only 27 years of age.
He was the sort of glue that kept Derry together, and every time we went up there when he was playing, you knew it was going to be a really tough game.
You know, when you think of one and play with Derry, you think of fierce competition, fierce competitor.
Fortunately enough for us, we was lucky enough to play against a competitor, a leader, and a fantastic captain, and a League of Ireland legend in Ryan McBride.
Great character about him, especially from his play. He does no nonsense. He defended well, he attacked the ball well.
Ryan's a fabulous footballer, big centre back, big strong centre back, and an integral part of Derry City over the last number of years.
We all know what a great player Ryan was, captain, warrior on the pitch, one of the top centre backs in our league.
It puts football and sport in some sort of perspective.
Ryan was a fantastic footballer and an even better man by all accounts. His presence would be greatly missed by all the League of Ireland families.
He absolutely wore his heart on his sleeve, and
you know, in the way he played the game. Loyalty is I call it a bygone word from football, you know, but he was a one club man, you know, Derry through and through.
You knew you were playing against somebody that was going to give everything for his team to make it competitive, and such a big loss at such a young age.
He played every game as if it was his last game. You know, he put his heart on the line and took no prisoners, and that's the way Ryan was on and off the pitch.
It was all about the rest of the players. It was all about what he could do for them, and very selfless in relation to that. And I think he'd be a huge loss to the league, huge loss to Derry, a huge loss to everybody in the home. It's devastating.
He was a leader for the people at Derry. He just wore it on his heart. You know, he was Derry through and through.
We've lost one of the great warriors and one of the great players in the league.
A real force in the game here in Ireland, and he tried to drive that club on in the way he played, and it's just a sad loss.
Terribly sad, I have to say. It's going to be sadly missed, you know, with everyone, not just Derry, everyone in the league, because like I said, when he plays, the games become better. You want the best players playing, and mine was one of them. You know, everyone, and certainly in the League of Ireland, are certainly shocked, and I certainly give the sympathy to that to his family and friends.
That's all Ryan, the footballer is not player.
The night's Gala ball was headlined by a Q&A session with the next Republic of Ireland manager and of course the current under-21 boss, Stephen Kenny.
Thank you very much. Got a little seat. And he was saying he would try to bring Ryan from Derry City to Finn Harps when he was there, but you were having none of it because you seen a quality of Ryan that was there. Tell us about a young Ryan McBride.
Yeah, that is loud. it was an exciting period really for everyone at Derry because we had so many good young players coming through together. James McLean, Daniel Lafferty, who went on to be full internationals, Stephen McLaughlin, who played for Southend yesterday in the live game, Patrick McElhenney, Shane McElhenney, Davy McDade and Rory Harkin, all teenagers coming into the team together at one time. To have so many teenagers all breaking through, the whole youth team really coming through into the first team and winning the first division and challenging for Premier Division. So it's a very, very exciting period. Ryan was different to the rest of them because all of those players had either come through the youth setup, if you like, they'd come through the various age groups and were clearly earmarked to go on and do well. But Ryan wasn't part of that really. He went a different route. He played Saturday morning league, Sunday morning league with Brandywell Harps and Brandywell Celtic and had not been part of any of the youth teams. So when Ryan came to John, to be fair, I wouldn't like to claim a lot of credit. It was John Quigg and Eddie Sadaki Harkin. They brought John in and he came up and I signed him. And you're right, Peter Hutton did from Harps at the time. And we said no, it was emphatically no, because when Ryan came in, he had got the qualities in possession that a lot of the other players who had been through the underage teams and had been internationals at schoolboy level. Ryan was a different type of player, and he was like, I see, when I look at the video there and see this, a leader, a captain, a man, very confident man on his holidays and with his family and with his friends and all of that. He was quite the opposite really coming into dressing room, not the opposite, but such a shy returning lad who had, he'd lost his mother just before that. He had a stammer, and he wasn't confident at all really. He was quite, very, very shy lad, and I think when he came into the team, I was reluctant to put him in initially because I knew he had qualities, I could see it, but we played out from the back and it was an important part of the way the team played. Everyone was in comfortable possession and play. Our centre backs must be good in possession, and Ryan was even looking at the videos there, you would get the picture that he's 6'3". That he's a big number 5, 6'3". He wasn't. He was barely 5'11", and you would think that he was this really, really imposing physical player. But if he stood beside people there, he was moderate height, and what happened is he just had an incredible leap, and he was just so courageous. And John Quaid would say, Stephen, stick with this fella. He's going to come through for you. And I trusted John, and I said, okay, I will stick with him because we had really a lot of young talented players, and the best young team really for players come through at once the country's probably ever seen of young players. So I think of that age group to have so many teenagers come through together. But I think when he made his debut then against Shamrock Rovers, Michael O'Neill was the manager of Shamrock Rovers,
I was the manager of Derry. James McLean was playing for us on the left wing. Enda Stevens was the fullback for Shamrock Rovers. That's our left side for our national team. Ryan was a packed house, full house, live on RT's television, live on TV. You couldn't get it wasn't a spot that we had really. And Brian, a lot of managers in the crowd, English managers, Brian McDermott had flown over from Reading. There was a lot of interest in James McLean at the time. Everyone was wondering who would sign James. And Brian McDermott came to me after. Ryan got man of the match in his debut. RTE gave him man of the match. I remember he done a sports ever interview, done live on the pitch. And I remember Brian McDermott, the Reading manager, saying, I said, well, about James McLean, what are you going to do? I don't think we're going to bid for James, he said at the time. Well, what about your centre half? And I said, that's his debut. That's his debut. And he said, well, he's got a big future in the game. And so he was quite unique in that. His qualities were just sheer courage and such. When you speak to him just as the players spoke to him, he was so quiet and very reticent, a man of very few words at that stage. It was only later on he developed his leadership persona, and every year he got buoyant, he got more confident. And in my first year then, he played in the League Cup final, of course he won it. It was a proud moment for him in Turner's Cross against Cork, but he as the years went on, his persona developed really, and he developed leadership qualities. And I always had a brilliant relationship with him. And in fact, I was managing Dundalk against Derry, and the goal was up there 3 days before he died. He scored against us, and it was a brilliant. It was a header. We were the league champions. We won the league 3 times in a row. We've just been in the Europa League, and had been in the group stages and coming back, and of course Derry beat us, and Ryan scored. And I remember speaking to him after, congratulating him going off the pitch, and Crana with the Brandywell was been revamped, and so it was hard to believe that a few days later, he was gone.
Stephen, there were such fantastic memories. It's not, in this day and age for a young fella to go through the D&D and then straight into the senior team. It's always up to the 15s, 17s, 19s, and then, but went on differently.
Yeah, he did, the fact, it's funny, I knew his grandfather, Chelsea, from the Long Tower. We used to eat in the Long Tower, and initially in my first spell as Derry manager, and Chelsea was always there to talk to me. Also, I remember speaking to him every day nearly. Great meetings, great discussions, but I didn't even know that Ryan was his grandson at that stage. And of course, Ryan came in a different way, for whatever reason. To this day, we went and played the Saturday morning league, and he came out with to jump from that level to go and play in the Premier Division. Just such a massive jump.
Stephen, about yourself. Stephen, moving on yourself, you had a tremendous time at Derry City. 2006, the PSG, the great and all that. You moved on to Dundalk. You've done it all. You Europa League, a couple of Champions titles, and then now you've moved on to the 21s, and we're talking about the new Ireland manager in the future. Sometimes you can sort of picture yourself of how far you progressed in the years, because it's been such a fast transition.
Yeah, I think it hasn't always been an upward curve, but I think it's been a real privilege to manage Derry City, first of all. I think because we lived there for, Siobhan is here tonight, we lived there for 12 years, and my youngest son was born here, so I think he's a Derry man, of course, born in Gala. So we had a great time really living in the region here, and a great time managing the club here. It was two spells and brilliant spells. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, listen, obviously it went amazing well at Dundalk as well. And to be approached. The thing about managing the under-21 team, and obviously next August they'll take the senior international job. So you don't get asked twice to manage your country. If you get asked, you don't refuse. It's the highest accolade you can. It's the biggest one you can have.
Absolutely. So tell us what's in your mind.
Yeah, like for me, I'm looking forward to it very much. So I think, and I don't have any fears at all. I'm very, like I think we're in the under-21s. We've got it's the busiest season the under-21s have ever had in our history, because we've got 11 games this year, calendar year. We won our first game. We go to the Toulon tournament. Brazil, France, England, Portugal are in that. We're in the group with China, Mexico, and Bahrain. We play that in June. And I've got 6 qualifiers then, 2 September, 2 October. Italy, Sweden, coming to Tala to play the games. Armenia. And they come, I think, obviously I think Ireland have never qualified for the under-21 European Championships. It's never happened, so we're 4th seed, but it'll be our ambition to do that. I think that's, we always think that way, that we wouldn't go in and talk ourselves down and say, hopefully we can do well or whatever. We'd always sort of set the bar high and say, it's our absolute ambition to qualify, and we make no wrongs about that, And I think in relation to the senior international team, I think the way I view that job is that, I think all of the things that I've managed have played in a certain way, and I just won't compromise on that in relation to how the team will play. And we don't have a culture playing like that with the international team over 2 or 3 decades now. And I think that's, and the thing about Dundalk's success in Europe is that it resonated with people throughout Ireland that this was a different way of playing, and people connected with it.
Yeah.
And they said that people connected with it and said, this is what we want. Yeah. We want a team who we don't want to be told that we're limited ability, that we don't have good players, that we don't have players who can play. I think we've had we've had a lot of brilliant players throughout our history, and we shouldn't. We are a small nation, of course, small population, and but we've had a lot of brilliant players throughout our history, and we shouldn't limit ourselves in what we can try and achieve. I don't feel that's the way I honestly feel, and I think regardless of who we're playing, when we played with Dundalk, we played obviously some great teams, St. Petersburg, Legia Warsaw, the Bate Borisovs, all the teams that were in our group and so forth, and we beat some of them and drew with some of them, and that there was never a goal either way in it. But possession stats against all the top teams were never less than 50%, and we would never, even though we're playing teams who were littered with internationals and budgets far beyond what we could even dream of. It was never our intention to defend, set up to contain, or just be happy with some kind of moral victory. I think it was always our intention to dominate, try and dominate possession if we could, regardless of who we were playing. And I think with the national team, that'll be our viewpoint anyway. In the under-21s, we've got tough games coming up against Italy, Sweden, all their players playing. The Italians are playing Serie A, the Swedish players, their first team players play with Malmo, the Gardens and Gothenburg. Our players are not playing in first teams in the top leagues. They're either playing on loan in League 2 or they're playing in the League of Ireland. But our ambition will be to go toe-to-toe with all of those teams and to try and win the games. That certainly will be where we think.
Stephen Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, I can safely say that this family at home is 100% passionate and he believes not only in our 21s but in our youth, and how Ireland is going to play in the future. It's not going to be lump it up and put them under pressure and have a pint anymore. It's going to go out and compete. Mondays, good games, isn't it?
No, I'm not saying it's always been about that. It hasn't, because we've had that'd be disrespectful to all the great players that I were good manager, great managers.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be disrespectful to them, because we've had decades of great players and successful managers.
It's going to be helping in the future.
Yeah, without a doubt.
What will do? Tommy,
Ending the night in a light-hearted fashion, football impersonist Darren Farley gave his take on some of the biggest names in world football.
One of the I want to speak to the manager of Sheffield Wednesday now, Mr. Steve Bruce is with us now. Steve, just a quick word. I mean, what's been the most difficult job you've had in football, Steve?
Well, good to say, I've had some very difficult jobs in football. Good to say the most difficult job I ever had was when I got to be the manager of Hull. That was a very difficult job. And when I got into my car, I went to type Hull into my sat-nav and accidentally typed hell. And it still took me straight there. Absolute shit all it was. Absolute.
Thank you very much, Steve Bruce. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to speak to a man now playing football in America, Mr. Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney is with us now, and Wayne, it's been a difficult season for yourself. Now, is this the end for you, Wayne? Do you think you're going to carry on playing football, or is that going to be the end of it?
Come on, Wayne. Just remember what the kids told you to practice. That's it. Baby steps. So, I think it's been a very difficult season. Playing football in America was a big decision. When I first went out and flew out to America on the train, it was a difficult one. And I've got to be honest, I think that obviously it's time for me to leave now. I've had enough of America. It's very difficult to talk to people because I still haven't learned language. It's very difficult, and this morning I decided to want to leave. So I went to the coach's office, and I asked him for a transfer request. He asked me to put it in writing. That was the end of that. Was in very difficult.
And Wayne, who's been the most difficult manager that you've played under as a player?
Obviously, most difficult was that to be Slouch Fiction. Wasn't very nice to me. And Monday in training, they said, Gaffer, I've got a stone in my boot. They said, you've got 35 stone in the other boot.
Thank you very much, Wayne Rooney. Thank you very much, Wayne. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to speak to the manager of Burnley now, Mr. Sean Dyche is with us now. Sean Dyche, another brilliant job keeping Burnley in the Premier League, Sean. And what's the secret, Sean? What's the secret of keeping a pretty bad team in the Premier League?
I think the way we play, we always want to play the game. And we are, listen, I'll tell you now about players, they're real men. They're real men. That's what it's like, you know. And you play the game. And for me personally, we are real men. A lot of the other teams before the game will sit there, eating salad, chicken, avocado, all that crap. My players, they eat wood, bricks, nails. We're real men. Listen, not many teams can win on a cold Saturday afternoon at Burnley. Not even we can. Absolutely crap.
Thank you very much. Sean Dice, thank you, Sean. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to speak to Rio Ferdinand now, former Manchester United defender, now pundit, is with us now. Rio, what do you think of Manchester United's form lately? I mean, another disappointing result today, 1-1 with Huddersfield. I mean, what's your opinion? Just in a few words, please, Rio.
Yeah, I think that for the season, but I think that the season, for the season, only at the wheel, man, Brock, innit? But I think that, that's that. But I think that, and that's, the season, but yeah, it's a bit up and down, just like my lip. Man, Brock, innit?
Rio Ferdinand, thank you very much. Wonderful analysis. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. We're going to speak now to the manager of Chelsea, Maurizio Sarri, is with us now. And Maurizio, a couple of good results, been a difficult season, but what are your feelings at the moment, Maurizio?
Well, for me, I'm not a try. We are a try very much together at the Saturday. But for me, no problem to try. We have a good player to try to get result, Lambert and Bulla. That's going to try very much, but I don't know what I am talking about. Mamma mia.
Thank you very much, Maurizio Sarri. Thank you, Maurizio. We're going to speak to the manager of Newcastle now, Mr. Rafa Benitez. Is with us now, Rafa Benitez. And Rafa, great job at Newcastle, former Liverpool manager. Who's the best player that you've coached, Rafa? The best player?
Yeah, I think when you want to talk about this, I think that there was a lot of the players that were very always you have a lot of the players that know. So always you have a player like Gerard, Carra, Torres. He was fantastic. But I have to say that my favorite player was a player called Javier Mascherano. Javier Mascherano. He was my favorite player. And the reason that Mascherano was my favorite player was because he was hard. He was physical. He was physical. And he was so hard. He was so hard for the group. He was so hard for the group. One time we had played Chelsea at Anfield, and at halftime, Mascherano, he came into the dressing room with a big gashed leg. We still don't know whose leg that was. He was fantastic.
Thank you very much, Rafa Benitez. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And finally, we'll speak to Mr. Jamie Carragher now, Sky Sports pundit, Mr. Jamie Carragher. Jamie, what a Premier League season, fantastic season. Can we just have an analysis in a few words, as clear as you can, please, Jamie?
Sì, pulsato, si ha busto, si pulsato, si non sa, ma si non si, a sposto si, a forza di cibo, pulsato, posizione de, hanno pulsato bene, si non si, pulsato, io sto bene.
Guys, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
That marks the end of our coverage of the 2019 Ryan McBride Foundation Soccer Sixes competition. A huge thanks to the Ryan McBride Foundation for hosting Between the Stripes at the Brandywell Stadium yesterday. It was a fantastic event and we'd love to be back again next year. Congratulations to the winners, the Czech Republic, and to everybody that took part in our interviews. Thanks so much. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. To everybody that's viewed this video, thank you very much. Be sure to share it far and wide. And as I said, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter at Between Stripes. We're on Facebook.com/Between the Stripes. And all our content, our website, our podcast, our YouTube videos, they're all in the one place. They're on betweenthestripes.ie, which is our website. And finally, you can follow myself, Kieran Burke. I'm on Twitter at KieranBTS. Folks, thanks for watching, and we will speak to you again soon.